here!
Mother! We can finally go home!
You once told me of a dream you had. A simpler life. A small stall in the Agora, fishing with your son.
I remember.
Are you going to do it?
I might. Someday.
Boat sailing with or without you. It's now or never.
Kassandra.
Darius. So, this is it.
This is it.
Real connections with people are rare. We shouldn't be too quick to let them go. Stay. Please. I wonder if Darius has kept watch all night. Better say good morning. You really don't sleep, do you?
The soft kiss of the breeze. The smell of the ocean. Why should I sleep? I'd miss it, Kassandra. I'd miss all of it. The hungriest warrior in the Greek world has ravaged our milk and bread supplies again.
Typical Spartan stomach.
His appetite may consume us all.
More milk and bread it is, then. I'll go by the usual.
Double. But here. I was supposed to pass these to the merchant, but I got carried away with the,
He has that effect on people. I'll deliver this for us and, buy double the usual. The Agora should already be open. Be home soon. Milk and bread coming right up.
Kassandra! How's my favorite customer?
Tired. Hungry and tired.
It was the same for me. Enjoy these years.
I will. I am. Anyway, here's what Darius owes you. We'll need double the usual. Milk and bread, please.
About the bread. I ran out of wheat. I was supposed to fetch some from the farmer down the road. Perhaps you could help me with that.
For my favorite merchant, anything.
Thank you, Kassandra.
I'll be back from the farm soon. It's not too far away. No thanks. Ugh, how can this fish be so stale? I live by the sea. The wheat farm isn't far. This'll be quick. Soon enough. The merchant sent me to pick up his wheat.
Excellent. It's right there by the fence.
Here you go. Your wheat.
I'll make the bread right away. Can't leave my favorite customer waiting. Here you go. Bread fresh from the oven and milk straight from the goat.
I'll see you sooner than I'd like to. This stuff won't last long.
Sometimes I think Elpidios keeps my whole business running.
It's very possible.
Όπισθες πολυκυρίου ευρύσεις τη μάνδραν μετά της ύλης, εν αυτή τη βρύσεις...
Milk and bread. Check. Better get this home. Stubborn. A place even a Misthios can call home.
Hey, look who's home.
How's my Elpidios? How's my son?
He missed his mater.
And she missed him.
Promise me, Kassandra. This is our life. This is our home.
Do you remember Macedonia?
Of course. Walls of dust and flame, the huntsman.
I remember you, Natakas. Only you. Home isn't a place, it's people. It's us. As long as we're together, we're home.
You know Elpidios? That's where your mater grew up. Kefalonia.
Right there. But it wasn't until I came here, until I met you, that I truly felt home.
Cleta and Fila on the beach that day, they couldn't escape their fate. It always ends in blood. My family ran for so long, but maybe some things can't be outrun.
Whatever storm rolls in, whatever Amorgis and the Order are planning, I swear to you, I swear to our son, I will keep us safe.
This fight we have with the Order, this war, it's not going to be won in my lifetime. Or yours. Maybe I was foolish to think it could be. But fate does not define us. Our actions do. Our little Leonidas spoke his first word today.
What? I didn't hear.
That's not possible. What did he say?
Grandpater. Or maybe he burped. It's hard to tell at his age. Who's my genius grandson? Who's just like his grandpater, Darius?
Is there anything more beautiful than this? A simple life. Get word to Persia. Send the fleet. Send everyone.
By your command, Amorius.
I'll see you soon, old friend.
Kassandra.
Darius.
I heard you coming, you know.
I wasn't trying to sneak.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to see you.
They've missed you?
You know there's nowhere else I'd rather be.
Adventure calls to people like us. For so long, my purpose was Persia. She was all I could see. But a parent's duty is not to their ambition. It's to their family, Kassandra.
How's my boy?
Oh, he's in terrible danger, Kassandra. Elpidios is missing.
What? Oh, they're playing hide and seek. Again?
You know, it was Natakis' favorite game too when he was Elpidios' age.
How are they?
We've been getting used to being in one place. It's harder than you think.
Heard anything about the Order?
Nothing, no news. After the Tempest, they've gone quiet. They're never quiet.
Is Elpidios at the usual spot? He loves that beach.
Make sure you find the boy.
I always do. After you, Darius.
Come, the beach is this way.
You're still quite fast, Darius.
Maybe you're just getting home.
It's Kassandra! Are you playing hide and seek with Elpidios again?
Of course. I faced walls of flame. The sky's black with arrows. And more beasts and blades than... Heracles himself. But none match parenthood.
It's a different kind of battle. You'll do fine, Kassandra. You are doing fine. Wherever could Elpidios be?
Elpidios! Who is it? Mater's coming to find you. Elpidios loves splashing around in the water jars. I wonder, is my little warrior here? Guess not. A tent. We used to sleep in one and watch the stars together. That's where he must be. Oh, no. Elpidios sure is great at hiding. Where's my baby? Where's my son? This shipwreck looks like it can hide Elpidios in his pater. Let me take a look. Aha! Found you!
Whoa! Isn't Mater a mighty Mystios? She will surely tell tales of this epic adventure for years to come. Don't forget to pay the Mystios for her heroic services.
Ah, my usual rate.
Welcome home.
I've missed you, my love. Both of you. How's our littlest warrior? Been on more of your famous adventures, no doubt. A Cyclops? Oh my. Huh, you slew how many Athenians? Impressive. You're putting Vrasidas' record to shame.
Oh, stop.
How have you been?
Safe. Feeling safe. Relaxed. Except our little warrior's appetite keeps growing. Greedy boy.
Darius sent me a note. Something about the celebration?
We figured it was time for a little family gathering.
And it's not a family gathering without a great feast. Elpidios and I will prepare the boar, won't we?
Boar? That takes me back.
Kassandra and I will go look for some shellfish.
We'll have the fire ready by the cliff.
See you later, little warrior. Come, Kassandra. It's been a while since we've had some time to ourselves.
Darius seems happier with Elpidios around.
Grandchildren have a mysterious effect on people, but I'm surprised you can tell behind all that beard.
What do you think Elpidios will be when he grows out?
You mean, will he join the family business and spend his days mystiosing across the Greek world?
It's not a bad life. I've got a boat. A ship, even.
He'll be whatever he wants. He'll be more. He'll be our son.
This is a nice quiet spot.
The pools are the perfect size for Elpidios.
Been a while since I had shellfish. Spending time with you like this is... I like this.
Me too, Kassandra. Me too.
So, do you think Elpidios looks more like me or like you?
He's good looking, so... me. Definitely me.
You're probably right. should do for our feast.
You might have left some for everyone else. Let's head back to the cliff before Father returns. There's something I wanted to show you. The cliff is this way.
With Elpidius around, it's been hard to get time together.
He's a very demanding little boy. He gets that from his mater.
This view is just...
Breathtaking.
You said you had something to show me.
Maybe.
Don't keep me waiting. We need to be quick about this. I haven't lost my touch, have I?
It was great. But this isn't why I brought you here.
Ah.
I brought you here to show you this.
This looks like a charm of some sort.
My mother gave it to me when I was a child. This will keep you safe. May it see you through any storm.
She was right. It brought you here. I wish I'd met her.
But now, I don't need it anymore.
Natakas! I can't promise I'll always be here, but I'll do my best.
And I'll do mine.
Here he comes. Here comes my big man.
Elpidios is hungry.
Well, he's had a big day out with his grandfather Darius. Come on, Natakas. Elpidius can stay up a little later.
He needs his rest. He's had too much fun today.
I should come with you.
We'll be fine. Say bye-bye, Elpidios. Close enough.
Do you miss the excitement of living on the road? Or do you enjoy the quiet life?
It's too quiet.
Uh-huh.
I'm used to the growls of stalking wolves, blades being unsheathed in the darkness. Dime is just too quiet.
Enjoying being a grandpater?
Children are wonderful, but to love so deeply is terrifying.
Don't spoil him too much.
Too late.
This is it, Darius. A simple life. Darius!
to the village. Now, go!
Move! Don't worry, I'm coming. Mater's coming. Atakas, Elpidius! Hold on! Elpidius! Elpidius! Has anyone seen my son?
They're burning everyone!
Artabanus, Kassandra, welcome home.
Orondas? You were with the Order.
He is the Order. Amorges.
I trusted you. Helped you.
My friend, it's been far too long.
We were protectors, Amorges. Champions of the people. This is wrong.
This is necessary. I take no pleasure in this. I needed to draw you in. It's you I want, Kassandra. You and your bloodline.
Don't you dare touch them!
Kassandra, go! You
Get
coward!
the fuck out of my way! Who else? Eh? Who else? Bring me your bones!
Go! Get Elpidios out of here.
We'll leave together.
No! I will make sure the Order can't catch up to you.
There's too many.
You don't have to do this.
We've no time to argue. Go! Think about the child. I love you, Natakas.
Father, come back to me.
Keep them safe. Promise me.
I promise. Run! You think you can attack my home and leave? I'll kill all of you!
You'll die first! Sit!
No one comes at my family! one lives! Attack us! Elbidius! Hold on! Get on the boat! Quickly!
Father, come back to us.
Where is the eagle bearer? And the child?
You're too late.
If it's me you're after, here I am.
Time to die! Now! Nobody will recognize your body when I die.
Fire! Arrows!
Amorges, did you see him?
No.
The beach.
Natakas! Helvidios! No. No. Please, no. Helvidios! Please, come out! Helvidios! 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 Please. Helvidios! No. My love. Oh, my love. Natakas. Natakas. I'm here. Please. Please don't. Please. Don't leave me behind. Open your eyes. Please. Open them. Please.
You promised to protect them. You promised to keep them safe.
I should have stayed behind. I should have been with them. It's my fault. I did this.
This life. We're supposed to pay for our pasts, for our mistakes, not our children.
There's no sign of Elpidius. He's still alive, that is. I know it. If the Order have him, we can find him. You've lost people you loved before. How did you survive?
Who said I survived?
Thank you for all of it. Every wonderful, painful, beautiful moment. For every moment spent with you. I love you, Natakas. I'll find our boy. I'll bring him home. Trust me.
Kassandra. By the gods. Oh, I am sorry. The Order did all this. This weaponry they brought would make even Ares turn his head. There's only one place in the Greek world that makes anything like it. Messenia.
They came for us. For me. If the Order is in Messenia, that's where I'll go.
The Order works to bring order. I clean the mess that follows. You're just another mess for me to clean up!
You deserved worse.
Everything has a place and a proper order. It is a universal principle none can violate.
For glory!
I'm coming for all of you.
The things that we think define us are the lies that enslave us.
Maracas.
Oh, it wasn't real!
Malaca.
I saw it! It was a moving shadow!
Did you see it? That shape?
Familiar.
It's just our imaginations, right?
What happened
These
to him?
kills were
The
clean.
guards came here and went inside. He stayed to stand watch. And then he just...
Someone's on a rampage.
And there was...
Darius!
Eagle Bearer.
Never thought I'd find you here.
Count yourself lucky I didn't mistake you for one of them.
What are you doing in Messenia?
If Elpidios is alive, he's with Amorges. And Messenia is Amorges' stronghold. Looks like you figured that much out on your own. But it'll be hard to find him. He's too well insulated.
There must be a way to flush him out.
I have some ideas. Amorges has the entire Spartan army at his back, led by some of his most trusted commanders. It will be tough to get to him, unless we weaken his forces.
We can do that.
The Order has a large production line for their weapons. There is a commander behind it all. Start by speaking to the Ilotes. They might know where he is. Also, the Cult of Cosmos is reinforcing the Order in Messenia, and an Order commander, Democratis, is in charge of seeing that through. If we cut him down, the cult will no longer be in our way.
I'm good at culling the cult.
There's one more thing. I've heard that the Order has captured an Athenian general. He is integral to my plans. You will need to free him and give him this letter.
And then I get Elpidios. Tell me more about Democratis.
Amorges put him in charge of the Order's dealings with the cult. He's well known, but he seldom makes public appearances. This is a rare opportunity to get to him.
This Athenian general, what do you want with him?
If we free him, we will have a powerful ally.
This Athenian general, what do you want with him?
If we free him, we will have a powerful ally.
Where can I find the Ilotes for information on the commander?
In Epia. That's where all the weapon manufacturing happens.
I'll get it done.
We'll strike them hard and fast.
We?
It will be faster and more efficient if there's two of us.
Getting Elpidios back is my top priority. I'll tolerate you until then.
Good. The feeling is mutual.
I've wasted enough time here.
Come back when you finish disrupting the Order. There's more to be done.
Idiots! Stealing our supplies again. When will you learn not to mess with us?
Thank you. The gods will not forget your actions, Mistios.
You saved me! Thank you, Mistios!
Have you seen the Ilot named Rodi?
Yes, she was taken to the center of Epia! I heard she's going to meet her end there.
The town center. I should hurry.
There's not enough to go around.
Shut your mouth! That's what you get for taking what isn't yours. Your death shall be a warning to them all.
I don't care who the food belongs to. We were hungry.
If you're here for the show, I think you'll have a clearer view from down there with the rest. Who are you?
I'm here for this woman.
She got caught stealing from the kitchens again. We're under strict instructions from the commander to ensure that stops today.
I need her alive. Release her and no one gets hurt.
There's a price for everything, Mistios. We'll need drachmi to replenish our food supplies.
I'll pay for her.
Well then, it seems that I forgot about the extra cost for our troubles. Torture is hard work, you know. Double it, and I'll give her to you.
Hades! Don't give him a single drachma!
Shut up!
Fine. Take your payment.
Actually, there's...
Don't push it.
Okay, okay. Take these filthy malacas and go.
That was close. Thanks, Mistios. Good thing you came along. Bye.
Wait! I'm looking for the commander. I was told you know something about him.
The commander? Oh, I know him all right. Brings back fond memories. I used to work for that Malakas.
This commander sounds terrible.
He's ruthless, Mistios. He would work us till our hands were red and raw, and we'd bleed and cry until dawn. Even the children weren't spared. which is why I have to pinch food when I can. It's never enough.
You were lucky I arrived just in time. How did you get caught?
They caught me stealing one loaf of bread and sentenced me to death. So what if I stole from them 10 other times? It's too much, too severe.
Point me to the commander, and I'll stick my blade through his throat.
You're looking to kill him? Great. Things are happening in Messenia, Misthios. Look at how we're suffering, how the children suffer. There must be something better out there for them. I have a plan to get the children away from here. My son and the others. Help the children, and I'll help you.
I'll do it. But you better tell me where the commander is.
So kind of you, Misthios. I promise you'll find your target. Just don't gut him in front of the children.
What's your plan to get the children out?
We have a fisherman nearby who is being paid handsomely for the job. We need to take the children to his boat near the docks, but we need to leave soon. Time is almost up.
Lead the way.
Follow me.
Mater!
Hello, my little pebble. No time to talk. We need to go. Now.
Who's this?
A Misthios friend. She's going to help us get out of here.
All right, everyone. Mater says to follow the Misthios. Stay in the group so we don't get lost. Stay in a group so we don't get lost. This is serious. Do you have a hero name, Misthios? A hero name is a code name only the greatest, bestest heroes have. It is usually a combination of a cool animal and the weather.
Tell her your hero names, children.
Mine's Wolfstorm. Mine's Sarglavian. Roar. Mine's, he's Chicken Rain.
Look who we have. I knew I would find you here, Eagle Bearer.
You caught me.
They were right. You're always at the center of the chaos. Now, why don't you step aside and let me do my job? I'll deal with you. And you after I take the children away. They have work to do.
Leave the children out of this.
I'm going to have fun watching you drown in your own blood. Time to die!
Cover your eyes! Don't move!
You'll be my final kill! Push me to die! I'm going down! You are fool!
Hurry, kids! The boat is waiting.
You need a hero name, Misthios.
Why don't you choose one for me?
Oh, eagle something. Since she has an eagle. Eagle Thunder. Perfect. You're one of us now. Yeah, you did it. You defeated Eagle Thunder, Eagle Thunder, Eagle Thunder. That's super amazing.
Misthios, you did it! It's time for you to go, little pebble.
You're not coming?
I can't. I have to stay here and work hard so I can visit you one day.
No, no! Where's my mother? Where's my mother? I can't be without you, Mater. Who will hug me when I have a bad dream?
Mistios, I'm not sure. Now that we're here, I don't know if I can bear to send them away.
Don't make us go, please!
You have to go. Messenia is crawling with danger. It's not safe for children.
But what about our parents? What will happen to them?
They want what's best for you. Now go. The boat is waiting.
Kere, my pebble.
Things will be better for them out there.
You're right. If the children stayed, I don't know if we'd be able to protect them. I hope they have a better life ahead. Better than we could have given them.
We will always fight for our children.
Always. And you got your commander. Thank you, Mistios. May our paths cross again.
That's the meeting place.
What do you know about this man in Amorgis's inner circle?
Democratis. Drachmi is his weapon of choice. If we kill him, the Order's ability to influence the Greek world will be severely damaged. His death will bring us one step closer to Amorgis. To Elpidios.
Drachmi can be as deadly as any other weapon. I should know. Enough of it can kill anyone.
There's only one problem regarding Democratis.
What's that?
I don't know what he looks like.
Then we'll have to listen closely when we approach.
If anything goes wrong, remember, it's Democratis we're after. The Order has arrived.
You're late. We arrived precisely when we meant to.
Remember, once Democratis shows himself, we kill him.
Or we can kill everyone.
I'm assuming you brought what we need.
About that, we're not sure we're giving you any more.
You don't make that call. This is the way it's always worked. You provide the drachmi, we have the weapons, the Spartans, and the war.
They should have allowed themselves to be pinned and mounted by this Mistios at Pepper. Consider this your final chance to do your duty and back us up in Messenia.
You clearly don't know the Eagle Bearer. And who are you to throw away our alliance? As far back as Xerxes, we've been working together towards peace.
Peace? Don't mention peace. You're the ones who plunged the big word in Amorges was right. How far the cult of Cosmos has fallen. The value we've given to this alliance, I'll never I should kill you where you stand. Think very carefully about what you're about to do.
God strike you down, Democratis. God strike you down. You just keep paying, and we'll keep our end of the deal.
This meeting is over.
So we continue the arrangement? Democratis!
That's him. That's Democratis.
Just one conversation, and I'll not only discover what's most important to someone, but how to destroy it.
Got him. Gratis is dead. One step closer to Elpidios. I've got to return to Darius. Democratis is dead. They deserve to die for what they've done, Darius. Every last one of them.
Kassandra.
They're between Elpidios and me.
That Spartan dog will pay, boys. She'll pay!
That must be the Athenian Darius was talking about.
You... What are you doing here?
Rescuing you? If you keep your voice down.
This way! What do I call you?
Most people call me Eagle Bearer.
The what?
You heard me.
It just... I've heard the stories we all have, but I never thought...
I don't have time for stories.
Right. It's these Malakis Spartans. We desperately need to loosen their grip on this region. Will you help us?
At the moment, I'm not a big fan of the Spartans. Or their friends.
The Persians.
You know?
I know those scared Spartans are richer than I've ever been, and should have run out of resources years ago.
I was told to give you this.
It seems we have common enemies. I can help you and your allies with your plan, but to do it we must kill the Spartan leader here in Messenia.
What's so special about this particular Spartan?
He's a butcher. He's killed more Athenians than anyone, and he takes joy in it, I tell you. We know his location, but my men and I haven't been able to get close to him.
You'll find it easier with me around.
There. That's his fleet.
Ah, his fleet, you say? Watch out! Him gone, Marcus's grip on Messenia will weaken. Ready your bow!
We got them! Well done!
Now! Attack! More speed!
Looks like we're out of danger.
We won! Archers to the front! Increase speed! Get the oars ready! Faster! Hang on tight! Loose! Make them burn! Arrows at the ready! Brace for impact! Rowers! Go! Archers! We need you! Barrage! Letting yourselves for impact! Archers! Letting yourselves! Fire!
You got them, Commander!
Arrows! Get ready! Everyone, ready for impact! Archers! Ready! Ready yourselves! Ready your bow!
Commander! I'll miss!
Let's go! Archers, take your marks! Use fire arrows! Forward! Woo! Feel that wind!
I think we're out of danger here. You had me worried for a second, Commander.
Here we go! We're at maximum speed! Enemies are close! Get ready! Release now! Burn the sails! Yes, sir! Archers!
We hit them where they're weak!
Much for the big, bad Spartan butcher. That Spartan dog is just a memory now.
You did it?
A Spartan butcher was no match for me.
Of course. So, about the letter you gave me.
I'll need you to live up to your end of the bargain, if you want the Persians out of Messenia.
You can count on our help when you are ready.
We've weakened the order. Now what?
Now we move on to the next part of the plan. We'll take the order down under the cover of night. I have an Athenian general to speak with. I'll return to the lumber yard to prepare our next steps.
What are you doing here, child?
I have a note for you, Eagle Bearer. A man in a mask told me to take it to you.
Man with a mask? Meet me at the graves in Epia. What is the Order up to?
The smallest doubt can destroy the greatest confidence. And we all have doubts. Eagle Bearer, well met. I see you got my note. I'm surprised I'm still alive.
That could change.
Hasty. No need to be hasty, Eagle Bearer. Let me introduce myself. My name is Yergis, the last Magi of the Order. I've been eager to meet you, Kassandra. May I call you as such?
I don't really care what you call me.
Confident. I like that.
Give me one good reason not to put my blade through your throat. Where is Amorgis? Where is my son?
I have the answers you seek, Kassandra. I know what happened in Achaea, in the village called Dyme.
Dyme? What do you know? Tell me!
I was there. Things are never what they seem. Your reality is limited to what you perceive. Ride with me. I've been wanting to speak to you. I'll show you how beautiful our world can be. Shall we?
One wrong move.
I understand. This way.
Where are you taking me?
Somewhere nice. I want to learn more.
Let's go. I don't trust you.
I followed your journey from the beginning. I've written quite a bit about you, actually. In fact, some of my most popular work is about the Eagle Bearer. In addition, I've heard of your tales from our friends.
The cult? I didn't think the cult made friends.
Allies, then, if you prefer. I've written many stories scattered across the Greek world. I spread the word of our doings, of our heroic deeds.
Heroic? You call murdering innocents and burning villages heroic?
Narrow. The Order sees things from a broader perspective. We do not seek ephemeral peace. Our work is eternal.
Laka.
Look around us. Such promise. You must be wondering why we hunt you.
I've killed enough of you to have an idea.
Ah, you're a force of nature, Kassandra. Have you noticed? Danger is drawn to you like vultures to a battlefield. And so, we simply cannot allow you to exist.
You'd kill someone because of their blood? You disgust me.
We are not the Emperor. Have you considered yourself? In our eyes, you are the manifestation of turmoil, disruptor of peace. Don't be so quick to judge, Kassandra. There are many perspectives. We've arrived.
Come on.
Ah, look at that view. Messinia. Quite a beauty, isn't she?
Get to the point.
I know what happened in Dyme. How Natakas died. Are you brave enough to hear the truth?
I want to know everything.
We saw no one at the beach that day. No Natakas, no child. They had escaped. Or so we thought. Until we heard a cry. It was coming from a ship, wrecked on the shore. The soft but unmistakable cry of a child.
Elpidios.
There was nowhere to run. Natakas tried to resist, but it was futile. The baby was all that remained.
I will find Amorgis.
I'm sure he would expect you to try.
What do you want from me?
Our stories are written by a rare few who have the power to shape them. It's not every day I can speak to someone like you. There are no absolutes, Kassandra. Not even with tainted ones. You are fireborn with the potential to destroy, but also to warm, to cast a light in the dark.
A warmth you try to destroy!
People die, Kassandra. Eventually we'll all be forgotten, fading away like a distant dream. Our actions, however, if they're meaningful, will be remembered. Tell me, what do you want to be remembered for?
I want to be remembered as someone who helps others in need.
Insights. Such wonderful insight. Thank you. And now we must part. The question is, will you allow me to leave with my life?
Leave. Before I change my mind.
Your baby, Elpidios. He's safe. That much I can tell you. It was a pleasure to meet you, Kassandra. The next time we meet will likely be the last.
Natakas. Elpidios. I'm sorry. Darius?
We meet again, Eaglebearer.
Good, you're back. Now to set our plan in motion. We will set several fires. The smoke will force the Ilotes to flee and draw Amorges' guards down from the mine.
Striking at the heart of the enemy while minimizing the cost of innocent lives. A wise plan. I will see to it that my men light up the rest of the area.
What happened?
Natakas died protecting Elpidios. Someone from the Order wanted to meet with me. He was there, Darius. They found Natakas in the shipwreck. He tried to fight them all.
This was Natakas's. I haven't had a chance to... I forgot I even took it. He's gone. He's really gone. And he's never coming back.
I'll never forget Darius. I miss him. Even now. I miss him so much. We'll have time to grieve when this is over. Right now, we know Elpidios is alive. It's time to get him back.
If Amorges is here, Elpidios must be as well. Once we start, we can't go back. They will come at us with all they've got.
It's time to attack.
The price may be... everything.
I know the price.
Get out of here!
What the?
Time to find the boy.
Eat this.
Search every house. The eagle bearer is nearby. Pull yourself together. See the things the eagle bearer has done. All the more reason to do your job.
Better keep an eye on that.
Hold your ground. We can't let the eagle bearer get away.
Where is Amorges?
The mines! But you'll never get around his defenses.
I'll crush his defenses, and then I'll kill him.
You're insane! Both of you!
You're going to tell Amorges that the Eagle Bearer, the great disruption of the Greek world, is here, at his door. You tell him I'm coming for him, for Elpidios, and I don't knock!
Go! I'll take care of the order guards.
I need to get to the mines. I'll take out as many as I can on the way. She must be here somewhere. You can't hide from me, Amorges! It's too quiet. Stop hiding, Amorges! Come get what you deserve!
We meet again, Eagle Bearer.
You know this can't end well, Yeris. Just walk away.
It's not that simple. Amorges has orders and I have duties to fulfill. And I have no intention of walking away, Kassandra. After all I've written about you, learned of your feats, I know I can't defeat you. Yet, I cannot simply stand aside. We both have our reasons. For me, it's Persia. Make it through me, and Amorges awaits you in the temple.
Amorges is using you! Don't be stupid! We don't have to fight!
I do this of my own accord, and for my duty and devotion to Persia. The will of Amorges has nothing to do with it.
Your loyalty to your home and commander are admirable, Yeris. But the Order has no place in the Greek world.
Everything the Order has done, everything I have done, has been in service of a cause greater than any individual's.
So, all the deaths and suffering, that is justified?
For the greater good, Kassandra, all things are permitted.
Let's go! Die!
didn't have to do this. Morgus, today you played.
Calm, aren't they? Moments like these, the moments before the end.
If you've hurt my son, nothing will protect you. No man, no beast, no god.
He's safe. With me, Kassandra. Happy, healthy. And I promise you, he always will be.
Think about where we're going, Amorgis. This path can only end in one place, unless you tell me where to find my son.
I'm sorry, Kassandra. I can't do that.
I once swore to the people I loved I would crush the Order. Believe me, I will keep that promise.
You think you can destroy us? The Order's plan goes well beyond you, Kassandra.
What?
Ever the hero, thinking this is all about you. This isn't about any one of us. It's about that most precious of things, peace. This war between Athens and Sparta threatens to incinerate more than just the Greek world. The carnage and butchery have spread to Persia and beyond. The Order has the power to save the world. And so we will. My agents are rooted deeply in every aspect of Greek life. We have seeped into your establishments, your temples, your homes. We are winning the hearts of your people. Through the Order's influence and Persia's wealth, Sparta will end this war. A new chapter in history will be written by us. We have planted a seed in the fertile soil that is the Greek people. And now, peace will grow. Only one threat to that peace remains. You.
How could you think I don't want a war. I want my son.
You don't want a war. You brought one to my door. You're a tainted one. The strongest, most dangerous force the Order has ever seen. You are fire. Only you stand in the way of the Order's purpose.
You've forgotten our promise, old friend.
Artabanus. I wondered when you'd make your dramatic entrance.
Think of the innocent lives that were lost, Amorgus. You claim to want peace. But what good is peace when it's enforced by tyranny?
I fought for the greater good. For our children, for their futures. I saved your grandson. And I saved Artaxerxes that night. Do you remember? I saved him from you.
Tell us where Elpidios is.
I'm sorry. As long as I breathe, I will never endanger the child by letting her raise him.
Where is Elpidios? Tell me! Tell me!
You cannot raise the boy. With you, he'll never be safe.
He's my son!
You remember the truth I whispered in the ear King Xerxes?
Remind me, old friend.
For all the Order's power, they could not protect you. Not from me.
must protect the people we love, Amorges.
That's what I'm doing! In safer hands than yours, Darius.
Return my son, and your pain will end, Amorges!
Never!
I'll kill every last one of you!
There is no last one of us, Kassandra. We're the waves. We're the ocean. The order is endless. The sun rises, but she also sets. My time is over, old friend.
We were protectors, Amorges. We were champions of Persia. Of the people.
I still am our Manos. I only wanted to keep our home safe. The world safe.
The child, Amorges. Please.
He's on a small island just off the coast of Messenia. Perfect spot for fishing. The Order will never give up, Kassandra. You and your boy will always be hunted.
I know.
The Order aren't just a group of people. They're an idea. An idea cannot be beaten. An idea cannot be destroyed.
Not by blades, but through knowledge, through wisdom, through ideas of our own. Nothing is absolute, Amorges. You taught me that a long time ago. There will always be tyrants.
And there will always be you, my brother, to stop them.
Go in peace, old friend.
If Amorges was true to his word, Elpidios will be there. Mother's coming. Just a moment more, Elpidios. Hold on. Just hold on. My boy, my son, oh my beautiful son. I'm here, Elpidios. Mother's here. You've kept watch over my son?
Every day, every night, Amorges made sure of it.
Thank you.
You know, he has a real Spartan appetite.
Tell me about it. Mother's got so many stories to tell you. Oh, and you've got some stories for Mother too, I see.
Who are you?
I am Darius, son of the Persian king, Artaxerxes.
Artaxerxes.
You know my father?
We've met, but it's been a while.
He's a good king and a great father. Persia knows peace. She prospers. I miss him.
Keep Persia safe. That is his legacy. It's time.
Just a moment longer.
It has to be now. What will you do?
Morgus was right. I am fire. I'll use that. A beacon to the Order. If they want to come after my bloodline, they'll know exactly where to find me. But they'll never find... And... what will you do, Darius?
The Order was created for a purpose. If I can understand our enemy, I can outmaneuver them. I will protect the boy, Kassandra. Be a guardian to Elpidios, and to all those who share his blood. When the day comes, when he asks of his matter, what should I tell him?
Tell him he had a mother and pater who lived incredible lives, who saw incredible things, and none of it was as incredible as him. His smile, his laugh, the sight of him asleep in my arms. Should the day come where he feels unloved or alone, you tell him there is no such day, because he will always be loved. You hear me? You will always be loved. You'll fight, and you'll fall. There will be times when you'll think you can't rise again. You'll want to stay down. But you will get up, Elpidios. Because you're strong. Because our bloodline is strong. And because we always get up. You'll ask why. And while you'll never know me, know this. You are my son, and I'll always fight for you. You, and those that will come after.